All right. Glenn Stein, Broker Realty Executives in the Villages here, and special guests. I got two of them this time. Two for the price of one. We got Lee Harper, Kurt Harper. Welcome.
Thank you.
And what's that?
Good to be here.
Yeah, it is. It is. You guys are so cute. I was just telling. I was saying this off camera. I'm going to say it on camera. Like, you guys are so cute together.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. So what makes you guys different as far as like serving the client?
Want to take that one?
I think what makes us unique is we are in a situation where we can work full time with a client. We're not bogged down with a lot of extraneous things going on in our lives. We can pretty much focus on our clients, prospects, and give them probably more full service than a lot of other agents probably could.
Right. No little kids running around.
No kids.
Well, that's a long time ago. We also come at life from two different perspectives and see things in a home or in life very differently, which is sometimes it might sound bad, but it's really it's an asset in this sort of a situation. You know, it's a bonus.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. So tell us about your background. Because what I find is a lot of our best folks really have something that they've done in their background that relates to what they're doing now. And, either service or, there's some things that you guys have done in the past that I know about, but I want to have you share that with the audience. So Kurt, you're going to look at Kurt's first.
All right. My career background is not near real estate at all. I basically graduated with a chemistry degree way back in 1980, and I went to work. Started out kind of in the nuclear power field for about 10 years, and I wasn't crazy about it. I got into chemical sales after that, and I spent about 27 years almost in chemical sales. So I do have a service sales background in that regard. And I think what Lee was referring to earlier was the differences in us is my thinking is a very analytical thinking. Numbers, figures, charts, and I analyze things, probably overanalyze a little bit too much. But that's kind of what I do. I was in troubleshooting, selling chemicals, and there were chemicals for boilers and cooling towers, water treatment, pure water applications, and things like that.
So really the analytical side can really, play pretty strongly, right? Like, that's a big element. First of all, we know that 25% of the people around are going to be analytical. So you're going to have some really good rapport with those people.
Mm-hmm.
Also, being analytical where you can analyze the numbers, analyze the stats, the trends, what's going on in the marketplace, and speak to that.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I know, yeah. Lee, now I know Lee has some special powers.
Oh yeah, superpowers, you bet. I was in education my entire career. I started, I went to a small university. It was great, and really got me going down the right path. And I spent the first 11 years in physical education. And then I spent the last 20 some years in guidance. So I was a counselor for high school students for career as well as just day-to-day stuff. And yeah, it was quite an adventure.
Well, it's not unlike real estate. Like, every day is something different, isn't it?
Yes. And you talk people through. Maybe I was dealing with teenagers, but I also counseled the teachers and the parents and the superintendent. And so yeah, you have to kind of be able to walk people through their own thoughts. Sometimes they're not really sure what they want, and it's good to be able to have a skill that somebody can draw that out of somebody. We don't always know what we want until we really are made to think about it.
Yeah, it's interesting how that works out.
Yeah.
So what is something that you guys both want to know? So I'm going to pick on both of you. Or go first on this one. What is one thing that you guys want the public to know about the service that you provide? What do you want people to know? And we'll go with Lee.
First, well, you know, you could. I'm sure a lot of people say the same thing, but I really believe, as somebody just kind of really kicking off our career here, we have a lot more to offer, even than some. I shouldn't say a lot more. A different avenue than even people that are quite experienced. We have the time. We have a lot of skills to be able to put forth a first-class effort, truly. And I think that would stand us apart. And we can divide and conquer too. You know, we can deal with a couple people at once. You know, it's kind of nice to have a partner like that. So
that happens a lot. You probably stole Kurt's answer, by the way, so I'm going to give Kurt a little bit more time to think about it. But yeah, I've seen where that really works well, and especially for both of you, like two different personality types. And more often than not, that's typically what happens in a lot of couples, right? Like you see two different personality types and you're going in and you have a better chance to really build some rapport between the two of you and the two of them.
Yeah, sure. He's had a lot of know-how of how houses and things are put together. He's just got a lot of great skills that way. And we'll find ourselves, I'll be in one spot with maybe one of them, and he'll be in another spot, and it'll be totally two different conversations that play on each of our skill sets. Did I just take your answer then too?
Oh, yeah, you're hugging.
I'll shut up.
All right, we're done. Kurt?
I think as a couple, and I'll back up, especially personally, I like to think I take care of people. You know, I'm very concerned about the way that we are presenting ourselves and we are seen by other people. I learned a long time ago in sales that a sale for the sake of the sale is not a good sale. It's got to be good for both parties. It's got to be a good fit for everyone. And I've always really kind of held to that you got to have the client's benefit in first and foremost before you even consider how it's going to benefit yourself. And I think that's what I think both of us really believe in, that you know, you don't want to put a buyer in the incorrect situation and have them regretting what they did or angry with you or anything like that. So I think that's kind of the way we look at any kind of house sale that we would get is we really do care about who we're working with.
I love that. That's great. So what's that?
I'm compassionate.
I can see it. You're passionate too, and compassionate. Got that fire. So, all right. So how can people find you?
Well, several ways. I'll start out. We have, each of us have our own cell phone numbers. Mine is 309-830-3970. And Lee's is 309-310-3013. How else can they get us, honey?
You can also go to our website at www.lkharperhomes.com, and our email is lkharperhomes@gmail.com. So we're pretty easy to get a hold of. Or look for Kurt's truck in our driveway with our sign on it.
Yes. Yeah.
Follow them around town.
Yeah.
Love it. Kurt and Lee, Realty Executives in the Villages, guys, thank you. High fives to you both.
All right.
Well done.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Good to talk to you. See you later.